What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of the biggest shoe flip on the internet. My name's Henry from HAMMOQ, and let's get right into it. Welcome back to the warehouse, everyone. As I said, my name is Henry from HAMMOQ, and let's start out with the redecorating that we did. So we decided to do a little bit of a rearrangement in the warehouse. We moved all the boxes around, and that's because while we were pairing the Birkenstocks, we thought that we had gotten all the way through and we were done. And then we found a couple extra boxes. And so as you can imagine, when we were trying to pair shoes exactly, when you find a few extra boxes, it's a little bit of a problem. So what we did was we went through during our redecorating, and we lined all of the brands up in alphabetical order. So we have A's, B's, C's, D's, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. All lined up, so that way when we start a new brand, we know that we have all of the boxes for that particular brand in one location. So we've now paired 3 brands successfully. We've got Dansko's, Keens, and Birkenstocks. It's going pretty well so far. We just finished up the Keens right now. We had about 60 boxes of Keens. And so if we take that average of about 45 pairs per box, that's about 2,700 pairs of Keens that we've gone through. And it was fairly successful. So we were able to find about 300 exact matches out of those 3,000. We have about a 10% success rate for the exact matches. But what we're doing much better with are the same style, same size, different color. So it's basically the same shoe, but a different colorway. We've got about 22 of those boxes over here. So, 22 out of 60, it's about 37% success rate on those mismatched buddies. We're hoping that those sell pretty well. We've been able to sell a decent number of them so far on the eBay channel. That's how you can tell that you're talking to a YouTuber right here. eBay channel, come on guys, eBay store. But, an interesting thing that we're finding with these Keens is that there's about 3 times more right than left. Out of all the lefts, we've got 3 times more rights. It's making the pairing process incredibly difficult, and we're trying to figure out, what's the deal with all these right-footed shoes? My theory is that a lot of these are salesman samples, and so maybe they only made a right foot of those samples because people tend to be right foot dominant. So if they're going to try a shoe on one foot, it's going to be the right foot. That's just a theory, though. I have no idea if that's true or not. Most of these Keens do seem to be salesman samples, though. And if you watched the last episode, which if you haven't, go do that right now. What are you doing, y'all? Go over, watch that one. Link down below, card right here. Once you're done with that, come back, watch the rest of this video. So now you know what I'm talking about when I say the pairing strategy we were going for last week was to have 2 piles, big left, big right. And then you grab one from one pile, walk it over to the other pile, boom, match it, throw it in the box. Well, we found that that's actually not a great strategy. So what we did was we laid out all the lefts and we kept all the rights in boxes. Grab a right out of the box, and then you have all the lefts laid out single file by size to make it even easier. So you got a right foot size 9, boom, walk over to the left foot size 9 section, pair that thing, throw it in the box, go to the next one. So those are all the updates that I have for you in the warehouse. Let's go check out the inventory room because that's where a lot of the action's going on. So remember last time we were in here, the inventory room hardly had any boxes. We had maybe 4 or 5 boxes. Well, you can see we've made a little progress. Our fantastic team members have been going hard in the paint, in the photo booth. Photoing, listing all the time. HAMMOQ app, you know what the deal is. 40 listings per hour. We now have about 1,200 listings up on the eBay store, and we've sold about 200 shoes so far. We have about a 1% sell-through rate per day, so we're selling about 12 shoes per day. It's good for about $450 going by that average price. The most expensive shoe we've sold so far are these Nike Air Jordan 4s. They're about 165 bucks. But the cheapest shoes that we've sold are these Birkenstock sandals. One was black, one was yellow, same size. Those were $6.50 for that pair. So really not too bad. We've sold 200 shoes so far for about $7,000 since the flip began. But in just the last 30 days, we've sold $4,900 worth. So it's kind of in a parabolic curve right now. We're really ramping up and sales are increasing tremendously. That's all we have for you today. Thank you for joining us on the Shoe Flip episode 6, the biggest shoe flip on the internet. Like I said many times before, you are not going to find content like this anywhere else. So hit that subscribe button, like the video if you enjoy this and you think we're gonna sell 100,000 pairs of shoes. So we'll see you next week in the next episode.